If you guys had only known everything I've been through to get to this video, you would surely appreciate it. Like, I've just had such a difficult day. I'll start with this morning. So basically, my video that I was meant to be doing today was me cooking 3 vegan meals and none of them worked. And I forgot to film half of it and then my storage ran out and it was just a disaster. I was in a really bad mood, okay, and I was annoyed that my video plan hadn't worked. I had this idea for next week that I was going to do my opinion on social media. I have a lot.
My opinions.
I just decided today that I was going to do it because I feel like this is a social media related disaster, you know, trying to make my YouTube video and it not working out. So yeah. I'll tell you some other things that happened. I was in my bedroom, I was in a really bad mood, started filming this video, it's really dramatic and I might have some clips from that inserted in. I haven't made any good points in it, but I was starting to get really into it and then I realised I wanted a coffee. I'd already made a coffee but it went missing. So I went to make another coffee, brought it up to my bed and I friggin' spilt it all over my bed. I'm raging. This was all a disaster. Now I'm filming in my brother's room because I don't have a desk or chair. I'm gonna start with stuff that people put on my Instagram that they want me to talk about. So the first thing was, have you ever deleted a post because it didn't get enough likes? I haven't deleted a post because of likes. I don't really care that much about likes at all, but if I posted something that I didn't know if it was weird or like not pretty and it got like no likes, I would delete it, but don't care about getting loads of likes. The thing someone said was, do you think your opinion of social media has changed since quarantine? Quarantine, why can't I say that? Brackets, miss you more, Anya, I actually love you. That's such a good question because like my opinion hasn't changed about it. I'll go into my opinion in a second, but I just think quarantine's like what it's kind of made for. When you're in isolation, social media, this is the best time for the use of social media, if you know what I mean. I think that my opinion on it hasn't changed, but it has kind of proved to me that it is a good thing. My opinion on social media isn't mostly negative, but I think it is used in the wrong ways, and I'm talking about including from me like quite badly. My brother responded to it, please don't, as in please don't make a video about social media, so thanks Rory, he's really supportive. I got 4 responses from India. I'm gonna pretend these are all from different people, not all from India. Opinion on OnlyFans. This is a good question, but honestly like I don't really know what OnlyFans is. Okay, I just said it was a good question. Why am I laughing at myself? I actually find myself hilarious. I know OnlyFans is like something that you send nudes on, or it can be like of your feet or like videos and stuff and make money from it. I'm not really a judgmental person. I don't think like I wouldn't care if someone I knew did it. I wouldn't judge them. Like I personally wouldn't do it. I think that it is quite a risky thing to do, not in terms of risky to your safety, but in terms of yourself. One of these things, it's like, you know, nothing can be deleted from the internet, but with OnlyFans you literally just upload something and get paid for it, so I think it's kind of risky in that way. I wouldn't do it. I'd never do that, it's just not my thing. Like I feel like an intimate thing to do. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know what I think. I don't even really know what it is. I actually look like a rat today, I'm so sorry. Like every time I smile I see my huge teeth and my friggin' bug eyes and my massive ears. I'm gonna insert a picture of like a rat from Washed Away and I bet he looks exactly like me. I bet he's my twin, like I bet you. India also said, also, I'm a massive fan of yours. I think I might even be your biggest fan. Well, you definitely are because I only have one fan and it's you. So you should probably make a fan account. I'd probably get more followers than my actual Instagram, so. This is a good one that India posted. I want your reason for why you went MIA on social media. Right, what India is referring to is I didn't have like any social media for most of 2019. Like I didn't have Snapchat. I didn't have that since like high school. I didn't have Twitter. I deleted my Instagram in about March and deleted Facebook during summer. So up until February there, I'd had nothing. No social media. I'd only text people, including WhatsApp. Like I deleted WhatsApp as well. The reason for that was, so I basically had like a really amazing summer last summer. I went to New York for 2 weeks. I went to this amazing wedding in Italy. I lived in Spain for a month with my best friend and I was so excited for my summer. And I realised like before I went, I was quite excited about like posting pictures and like sharing it with everyone. Not that that's a bad thing, like I think that's a great thing. I was worried that me having social media was going to, I don't know, like make me want to like not enjoy it as much and care more about like posting a picture rather than enjoying it. And I don't know if other people can relate to this, but I was worried that like my summer, most amazing summer, which would be ideal Instagram, like so what everyone would be buzzing about posting, I was worrying that that would like come in the way of it. So I deleted like all of my social media, like completely deleted it and deactivated it because I wanted to actually live in the moment. Okay, I know that sounds so weird. Wait, I'll show you what else I did. I also, just to get you a bit of context, I also had this phone for the whole summer. Now, I had this phone, right? When I went to New York, didn't have an iPhone or anything, didn't even bring like a camera to take pictures. So I took this, yeah, pretty hipster, I know. I took this to Spain as well, but literally halfway through Spain, a wave kind of crashed over me, so the phone broke. It said it was water resistant, right? Don't blame me. I don't know what happened. Am I going off tangent? So that just kind of puts into context how much like I literally didn't have any social media. Like you can't even text people in this. So that was part of the reason why I deleted it, and also because I feel like it's just a negative thing. And this is something as well I've noticed since I made my YouTube. So I made my YouTube channel a month and a half ago. I started my YouTube without anything to promote it on, if that makes sense, because everyone's making YouTube channels right now and promoting on their Instagram. Since I've made my YouTube, I've been wanting to make YouTube since forever. Like I've always wanted to do it. I literally didn't even know YouTube was a big thing. I didn't know everyone wanted to be a YouTuber. I basically started making them like January and didn't upload any till March because I had a really bad chest infection. Basically started my channel without any Instagram followers. All I had was a Facebook with like 80 friends. Then I realised that like you can't like promote your channel without having anyone follow you, so I started following people on Instagram for that reason. Like the only thing I put on is stuff for YouTube, which people probably notice. It probably gets kind of annoying. But anyway, I don't care. Like friggin' unfollow me if you don't like it. Like that's literally why I've got my Instagram back. So since that, and like I've been watching YouTube since then, I started like kind of bothered by people that were getting lots of views and lots of subscribers and stuff, when like that's literally not why I made my channel. Like, I made mine because I think it's like the best social media for me to express myself, because Instagram literally just about looks. Like I don't even care about how I look, as you can probably tell right now. YouTube is just good because I feel like I can speak a lot and I feel like I have a lot to say even if nobody cares. So even if I'm putting it up and I'm just getting like a few people to watch it, like that's what I made it for. I've started to get bothered by not having any views or whatever as other people, and that is when the whole comparing thing comes in. So that was one of my questions. Okay, I literally didn't talk at all about comparing yourself in this whole video, and that was actually the main reason why I made it. I think one of the main things I would think like, oh, I'm a bit of a gimp or something, you know, especially since I made YouTube, I'd be like embarrassed about being a certain way, but only when I compare myself to other people. But then other than that, like I'm quite proud of who I am. That's the main thing I do when I compare myself to other people. And obviously the way people look and stuff. I literally didn't talk about this, but if I make another video I will talk more about it. Kaylee Spence said get TikTok. I can. I had it for 5 seconds and it's just too quick. I've already got a bad attention span. I don't want to get a worse one. I know that if I made TikTok I would become super famous, and I just don't want to I just don't want to make people too jealous of my fame. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I know if I made TikTok I would become the next Charlie D'Amelio. I just don't want to step in her feet, you know? One question I got was, do I think it's detrimental to mental health? And literally, I'm sorry, but the worst thing ever. I don't even mean just for me. I don't want to act like everyone has the same opinion as me, because like they definitely won't, and why should they? My opinion could be wrong. There's no such thing as a wrong opinion. Like literally most of the world could disagree with me, but social media is so bad for mental health. I'm not even talking about like comparing yourself, which is like one whole aspect. One thing that I noticed is that social media increases anxiety so much, and I think there are so many reasons for this. One of the reasons I think that it is really bad for your anxiety is because since you're always flicking, not properly getting in touch with the real world, this is actually a true fact by the way, because I have some statistics, I'll put the references down below. You feel less connected to the real world, which is like a really big thing that causes anxiety, because feeling surreal and like not in touch with the real world can really like trigger people's anxiety. So I know that is one of the things. So if you're constantly like, if you're bored in the queue and I'm in the queue bored, I think this is an issue. Like we shouldn't be trying to get rid of boredom just because like we can, it's quick. I think that like we should be bored a lot, like we should take time to be bored. But I think it's really important that that we should have to be bored at some points, because that teaches us to be patient, because I feel like social media makes us so impatient. Teaches us to be able to think properly. Your opinion on the challenges people post under stories. My opinion on the challenges, I thought it was like a thing because of lockdown, because we were bored. And I think that's like a good idea. Like I think that giving us things to do during lockdown is a good idea, and even if it does mean to post it on your story, which is kind of stupid, like it gets people actually doing stuff, so I think that's good. The 5k one especially, I think is a positive thing, because like I think people feeling pressured into doing a 5k is a good thing. Like obviously, like I'm not healthy enough to do a 5k, like I can only do 3k. So, and all these people are doing 5ks, and it makes me think, like, are you actually all doing 5ks? Because like, I'm not saying I'm healthy, I'm not, but it's really tough. Okay, maybe it's just me, I'm just so unhealthy. But I saw a lot of tweets about people getting raging about the 5k thing, people having different opinions on it. I didn't even think anything of it. People were bothered that people were lying about their time. I think that there's two sides to that. I think it is really stupid that people are changing their time, but then it's like they must feel embarrassed about their time. Sorry, I'm just laughing because I saw someone share someone's story and they changed the time on it, so it made them the fastest person in the world. You know what, maybe that person is the fastest person in the world and they just aren't that into running, okay? I found that quite funny. I think there's the side to it where it's stupid, but then it's who actually cares. You're the ones that are all reading it and comparing yourself to these people. Like, let's admit, not everyone can do a 5k. I can't do a 5k, I'm not that bothered. So if you're gonna sit and be like raging that people have a better time than you or something, who cares, genuinely? But then it's also like, why do they care enough to change it? So you know what, you're both the same kind of people, you know? Sorry, are you angry? Sorry. I'm gonna now go on to talk about my positive and negatives. I searched online positives and negatives of social media, so I'll link the website down below because I can't remember it. The first positive was social media can lead to face-to-face interactions, and I have to say I completely agree with this. One of my best friends, Romy, she calls herself Romy, but she's called Romy. Sorry Romy, you're gonna kill me for saying that. It can lead to face-to-face interaction. One of the positives is it can lead to face-to-face interaction. I've already just said that. Me and Romy met on Instagram. She just replied to one of my stories and we became best friends. We probably wouldn't have met because we live in different cities. We wouldn't have met before if like there wasn't any social media. And we're like so alike, and the reasons that like we became mutual people on Instagram was because we were alike. You find people that are like you on social media, which is so true. You follow people who you like. So that led to me meeting my best friend Romy. And another, I feel like it definitely does lead to face-to-face interactions, and that's such a positive thing. But also on the flip side of that, if I weighed it up, I'd rather have met my friends and had the other negatives. Like obviously, flip side of that, it definitely does reduce face-to-face interaction. People don't feel the need to see people as much because they thought like I've got a safety net of having them at any point I want them, if that makes sense. Another thing is it increases voter participation. Social media must be making people more open-minded about politics and see different things from different points of view. Like I think that's a very positive thing, but I don't really care that much about politics, so I'm not going to talk about it. Please don't hate me, sorry, but it's just not something I'm not even going to justify it. I know it's bad, sorry. And then some negatives, as I was talking about before, like posts can't be entirely deleted. Like, if you post something, someone can screenshot it up. That's an issue, but you should be careful about what you're posting anyway, obviously. I feel like you could say that about any situation. In real life, you should be careful about what you're saying, just because you should. You just have to be careful. I don't think that's necessarily a negative. Oh, that probably is a really big negative, but it's really associated with, this says personality and brain disorders. When I clicked on it, it was talking about like depression. So many things from social media lead to depression. Spending less time in the world and more time on these addictive things, which literally aren't real. Your Instagram account isn't real. You're going down your Twitter feed, speaking with people on Messenger or whatever, that's not real interactions. I hope people understand that, you know. And also comparing yourself to people, which is automatically just going to a downward spiral. So this video is so long already, and I know there's a lot of stuff I want to keep in. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a like and remember to subscribe if you don't know already. The button's just there. Just there. Or there. Just look for that, you'll find it. It'll be no bother. And I'll maybe do a part 2, which will be more organised and better. Thanks for watching. And if you made it to here, you must really like me, or you really hate me and just are amused and want to make fun of me. Hopefully that's not the reason, but if you made it this far, thank you. Give me a message, because like I want to actually know if anyone made it this far. That would like be great. That'd actually make me happy. Who cares about making me happy? Okay, bye guys, see you soon.